smokes and give them free reign to smack down some heads with the USPs, and so far so good. Phelps has got himself one, but here comes Rez. He's been so good in pistol rounds throughout this event. And this could be another round to shine. Get right, gets the bomb planted fur. That was rough, but finally just about gets a hold of the spray and claims another headshot. Rez has got two. He's now perched up in heaven. Now the tables have turned. He drops back down into hell, and it's going to be the end of fur. Taco, in the meanwhile, comes back with one of his own, but he doesn't have a kit or nades, as we highlighted earlier. So this is going to be a very rough ask in terms of a defeat. But elsewhere, Ivy is being engaged. This draws his attention elsewhere. Now A main is going to push in. They've got so much ground already covered. Here comes coldzera with the Desert Eagle. He's picked up two, make it three, and he's still somehow alive. This is another player, another body they're going to have to deal with. And in doing so, it draws out Taco and Fur into the open. 30 seconds to stall this bomb plant. Both Forest and Lekro are low. Make it dead for Forest. And now Lekro's going to somehow try and pull off this 1v2 clutch. Long-range UMP is not going to help him out. He does have the bomb just to his right-hand side. He's going to get caught in transition, and it's going to be Fur up close with the Auger, the freest of kills. Here comes coldzera. Oh, that spray transfer was majestic, but it's not going to be enough to stop the bomb from being planted. So MIBR still have some work to do now. The MP9 is going to trade hands. Rez goes in for one, but Phelps going to make his presence known with the UMP.
And yeah, still spread across the map. Forest, T-mid, Lekro towards Ivy. Forest is going to go down to the op, so they know that's in play. Actually, they already knew that. Fallen got the opening kill. Lekro now, waiting for a peek. MIBR is content just to let them stall out, though. More than happy to play this round timer and use that as an extra teammate.
Especially considering that their finances still haven't fully recovered. Losing any players here is going to sting for MIBR. They want to get this flawlessly. They're not going to take any chances. The two terrorists could not be more isolated. Opposite sides of the spectrum, opposite sides of the map.
Gatright's just hoping Lekro gets one kill to pull Fur back, and then at most he could have her, maybe at best he would have a one-on-one duel Taco. It's not going to happen. That
Bro, already close to their demise. Taco didn't see the player crossing. It's Lekro, who even with 31 health is able to rummage together a kill. Fur flashbang consistently. He's going to have to stay in position while spray, while blind, will yield another frag from Lekro. And the only player to bounce back is Phelps. That's not going to be enough for MIBR. They need to start putting some kills together. And Fallen with his orb. Oh, the timing on that weapon switch could not have been worse. Oh, smoke going to go down. Was there a Molotov? Did that just extinguish out in the open? Did that just destroy the terrorist in transition there? Fur from the side with the MP9 is going to strike alongside Fallen. And this push has been repelled, completely squashed. Bomb drop, only Rez remains. He has 30 seconds to try and pull the rabbit out the hat, but it feels that hand is going to get slapped away. Nearly a second, Fur tagged down to 51. But now his position is known. MIBR can lay in wait. Fur peeks one too many times. Overstays his welcome. The downside now for Rez, though, is the bomb is dropped just outside of Ivy. And in going there, there's so many angles for him to watch out for, even if he picks up the bomb.
NiP going to progress. Phelps, first point of contact. He goes down. He's traded by Rez. coldzera is responding as well, doing a boost, and so is Fur. Oh, this hurts. NiP do get the bomb planted, but at what cost?
So many of these duels just going the way of the Brazilians. NiP are getting into position, but they're losing out on the trades. Lekro UMP nearly doubles up. Fur in midair was vulnerable. This time Rez in a 1-on-3, but it's post-plant. The CTs have to move into his crosshairs. Can he go massive once again? He's got a Molotov and a smoke.
It's not planted for him, Vince. He can't win this. He's going to be forced out, and even though he gets that...
For them, still some threat and a Molotov, plus the buy on the horizon in round 9. Oh, that's the perfect way to start. Fur on box halls, able to do damage. If he walks into this Deagle, though, things could get spicy. However, he holds the line, hasn't lost any health, could go in and spray down the rest, decides to just back away. He knows Phelps is now watching his back. Well played by Fur. And Phelps going to clean up the rest. Can Dennis maybe regain?
Ladder room, 2 players on the flank, that'll never be expected, and you won't even have the manpower. You're already missing 1 player. You're going to lose at least 1 more than likely on this entrance. You won't have anyone to kind of cover that flank. Taco chimes in, and that forces Lekro to come down with the bomb, but Taco wins against him as well. This is an easy defense being mounted by MIBR.
Just going to try and do some damage now for Dennis. There's not much else available for him. 25 seconds. And there's the first.
Pistols for NiP. So many flashes, actually. Everyone's blind there for half a second, which causes Fallen to miss that one. He's got Fur to cover his mistakes. Not aware on top of the trains, but Phelps is going to come out of the edge of the smoke. He can only get one. Great trade from Rez, who's having a solid start to this game, but Forrest still lurking around this bomb train, choosing his timing to get aggressive. Rez has to do it again, but it's being watched. Oh, great kill. Very quick at the CZ. Taco and coldzera a little bit bruised as well.
Taco in particular, he is limping. Finished off.
That guy is a sniper with that MAC-10. Little bait and switch to flush out Taco's position.
So much time as well, Moses. They can play mind games with coldzera here. In effect, it has been pressed down. Phelps going to get the better of Get Right. That's solid work. He's going to lock off one of the angles. Forrest gets an entry, but it's looking pretty tentative right now for NiP. It's looking precarious. They line up. That was so nearly a 2-for-1. NiP have thinned MIBR completely out, and they're all isolated across the map. Completely different avenues of re-aggression.
Yeah, these flanks are going to be huge. Obviously very aware of ladder room, the Molotov that went in. Rez has to win that. Low HP Phelps takes the point of contact. Fur now far away, and I don't know if MIBR can get back into this. Remember, no kits, so this has to be fast. There is an HE grenade on Fur, but no one low, and that's a big win for Rez. Fur's still going to move forward. Rez gets dinked. He has had a blistering start to this game. 16-8 on Rez at the moment. Dennis knows there's one up top waiting for the peek. Forrest is going to get it. USP's ringing out. All three players in or around connector, a vertical stack. Forrest doesn't check for it. Now he knows, but there's one way up top as well. There's not much more coldzera and Fur can do, especially as a nade lands at his feet. So a 5th round for NiP. In the next
there's a minute and 35 to play with. That's why they're playing aggressive, and they've got the scalp of Rez. That's a big one. First spins around, doubles up onto Dennis, and could get a third. So nearly claims the life of Get Right. That is sensational.
A little bit of intuition for Fur, and then a little bit of luck sprinkled on top. Lekro gets blinded and can't respond. Now there's still an opportunity here for NiP. Yes, Get Right is going to have a tough time getting involved in action with only 12 health. They have utility. They still have control of the bomb. And they have over a minute for Forrest to try and find something with this AWP. And you have to imagine there's his chance, and he flicks up straight out of the sky. Fur takes a risk. But a brilliant shot from Forrest. Still a tough one to hit.
The overkill in the head as well.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
400 plus damage of meaty goodness. Still low. NiP are on the back foot. They have Get Right very low. Just 12 health. They do have a massive advantage in terms of grenades, though. They're looking to implement them right now. Onto connector, backside of site, 30 seconds. They are going to commit behind this. Switching guns so that Get Right now has the AWP, where health isn't as valuable, but down goes Lekro. Even more pressure applied to Forrest. You feel like it's going to have to come from him if this clutch is going to become a reality. And he's gone down. Get Right will get the bomb plant, but no more. MIBR will move to... The guns certainly have been vocal outside, but now it's going to be inside. MIBR have a very different test to pass, and Rez will pass a bullet through the head of Fur. He does at least get one beforehand, but Phelps will go in with one of his own. Nearly a triple kill. It's just back and forth long range, and the Augs will just about outshine the AKs. And now Fallen gets up close. That's the bomb dropped as well. No plant for Dennis to try and defend. He's going to have to come out with raw.
Tap, and he's going to get pinched from T-mid. No one's watching that. He's down without a fight. And that's the thing. If you lose track of that one lane, things can go sideways real quick.
Fur's on an ace. He's picked up 4 kills already. He's looking to try and finish off with a Glock. Is he going to get it done? Yes, he will. There is absolutely nothing for NiP to come back on this site with.
They probably shouldn't even be here.
Yeah, they're just feeding money at this stage.
Yeah, this bonus money from the SMGs can make things so difficult for them. Now, that's a good trade to stop that from happening, from stopping to like hemorrhage the gift of cash flow. But Phelps is still around with his MAC-10 coming in from the back, and they're sitting around waiting. Firing squad towards spawn ramp. Phelps is at old bomb. He's clearing the corners. He might just have a field day.
Yeah, this kind of range, the MAC-10 is going to struggle to finish off all the players, but it's not as if there's much firepower. He spawns. This is going to be a 4-man push, and Get Right is going to oblige with a headshot from the AUG. There is smokes out. slew of all weapons trades kills, but there's Forrest onto Phelps, who was the lurker, the flanker. The bomb has been planted. The player advantage rests on the Swede's shoulders.
No kits though, remember, Vince. This has got to be pretty fast. About a third of the way through this bomb timer, and NiP now starting to move. Rez is going to come in very, very late on the flank, and he might have to hustle a little bit. They can't hold out very long. This bomb timer deep into it, halfway touched now. Fallen, he's got to hold as long as he can. Checks the flank. Does he have the timing right? No, Rez and Lekro are going to combine to take him out, but they need to get on this plant. 3 players converging. Fur disappears into the smoke, but he goes for this aggression. They might have expected. He's dinked him, but he does fall. But he's got information. He sees at least 2 more. They haven't spotted the bomb. Fallen is there as well. Phelps also giving up any position outside. He was the flanker in the previous round, but NiP is remaining honest at this A site. It's only Dennis here at half HP. When does NiP get the memo to rotate someone inside? Smoke is about to clear. Rez is starting to cheat that way, and now he's committed.
Seems like MIBR have called the bluff somewhat. Seeing 2 players, maybe assuming NiP would expect the rotation. That's not going to happen. Here we go. All systems ahead. Can Dennis derail the Juggernaut? No. He goes down instantly. The bomb's going to get planted behind it. And at this stage, Ninja's Pajamas may think about saving. Now that headshot could keep them interested, but that could be to their demise. Taco finds Rez. Is 2 weapons enough to work off? No. NiP want to go for this. The red mist has descended. They feel like there's some light at the end of the tunnel. Forrest round the backside. Going to mitigate Fur. But there's a Molotov in play.
There's a smoke as well.
They have the counter to the Molotov. It's going to go down into the smoke, and in amongst it now, Forrest is going to go for the defuse. He does have a kit, but there's Phelps. Sprays him down. That should be the round over.
A statement from MIBR in this opening map.
A statement that all of the teams will heed, but maybe the Swedes can still somehow, some way carve a way back into this, but now it's MIBR. The ebb and flow of this round is going in favor of the Brazilians. They're looking to surf the wave to victory at this stage. Fallen, not going to be deterred by the grenade. One of the last 2 nades in possession of NiP. Did GetRight just spot him?
I think they both spotted each other, but GetRight wanted to be the aggressor, and he kind of peered over towards T-mid, hoping that Fallen wasn't going to come back, and he did. This is so much time for MIBR in this 2-on-2 to just sit around, and now they know where Dennis is. Dennis has to get aggressive, has to try and catch him off guard, cannot just sit in place, holding the angle with that AUG. Double peek from Fallen and Taco as they work around, and there's a great shot.
It's a scary look. Isn't that always how well MIBR are playing, how confident they feel?
No, but I mean, we know these guys are going to be very good individually, especially when they have the momentum of the game, and that's what I mean by they haven't had to reach into the strap book. NiP hasn't been able to contend with them on the CT side, so MIBR is just more than content to ride the fact that they're on a huge win streak. They're playing loose, playing confident. It's only when NiP can prove that they can stop them with what little that they have and stop them consistently that things might get dicey.
Well, this is a round where MIBR may need to pull out a play of the book, or perhaps not. Dennis forfeits his own life for some information. GetRight pops up, finds the head, retreats into the shadows of the B side. Forrest has been found, but so has Fallen. That's a horrible spot for the bomb to drop down to. And Fur, who's already in a bit of trouble on 41 health, is now going to try and clutch this. He'd love to have a smoke, but instead has a molly, flash, and nade.
Is everything but. One nice shot into GetRight. Rez is outside looking for the flank, so that bomb for the moment can be picked up, and there's the spot. But that shot gives away. Rez is on his way back. This would have to be something special. Here he comes, wants to get the bomb and just bail out. He's gotten it. They're spamming through. They tag him up just a little bit more, but still, now NiP has to split. That makes it easier. Smart play from Fur to at least get into the bomb site. If he gets a plant, this could all... NiP, still a decent chance to win this round. They're gambling towards the inner bomb site, though. That's a big kill from Rez. But equally, that lets Fallen know exactly where he is. Fallen needs to pass the bomb over so he can stay at range with his scout and cover his teammates. This might be the last position that NiP is going to expect it. Rez is aware of the possibility, gets into safety, but that'll yield the bomb plant.
20 seconds though, Moses. MIBR have got to start moving in.
Surely they saw him.
Have now. Barrel the gun sticks round. Fallen finds his second scout frag. Is this the beginning of the end for NiP on train? Lekro and GetRight will do their utmost best to make sure it's not the case, but he's going to get spot from behind the M4A1S from Cold Zera. Will pounce on Lekro. And Get Right finds himself in quite the predicament. Not able to get it done, and coldzera finally does, but he's lost half of his health, and the rest has been taken.